Alright then. Hey everybody, welcome back to another gameplay video. We're going to do the Legends Flashback Blast featuring Space Invaders. You saw my unboxing of the Pac-Man Blast. It's pretty much the same thing. You get the same controller, exact same. Although, you hear that, when I bought this it rattled like that, so quality assurance there. It is pretty much the same. Everything that comes out of the package. You get the dongle. In this case, it's a blue dongle. And you do get a custom set of stickers. This is the Space Invaders. I don't know if you can tell that right there, but that's the Space Invaders Blast. The last video I showed you, or I did for the Activision, I didn't show you the Pitfall Harry stickers, so that's what those are. Maybe it's hard to pick up on the camera there. But that's them. So little extra stuff in those. We'll go ahead and play these games briefly to kind of see what's on here. I played Space Invaders a little bit earlier, and I noticed that I did a little trick where I get max out the score using the rewind feature, like a little bug. Let's go ahead and try that again. This blast will display in 1080i. Which I am recording in 720p, so it's not quite the full 1080i experience, because I'm having trouble getting ghosting effects whenever I try to record in that. So, but this is probably the best looking of the recordings I've done. So as you can see, it looks like it's an arcade version, but it looks like it's a custom version of the arcade version. It's not based off of the I want to say 2600 or 5200, anything like that, which take note of that, because we'll be playing some of these other ones here in a minute, and I will definitely tell you a little bit more about those games. Alright, let's go ahead and just play it real quick. You can hold down the A button and you'll auto fire and rapid fire. I don't remember that in the arcade. I remember having to press the buttons. You can see your shots are pretty quick. And you see they're using that smoothing effect for emulators that I'm not crazy about. Kind of like the more sharper pixel look. And let me hit the rewind button on this controller. I noticed a little something. I don't know if this is going to work, but alright, I just rewound the game a little bit. Really weird. And you can kind of, as you can see, you can kind of hit a combination of buttons and it'll do that sort of weird stuff, like hitting the B and C at the same time. I don't know. The manual will tell you more about it. But as you can see, you can kind of rewind back. But I had a glitch, and I actually got it on video. So you people out there won't think I'm losing my mind. I might post that, how to glitch out. I don't know how exactly I glitched it out, but I maxed out the score for the most part. Alright, so the Z button will pause the game. Let's see, let's go back here. As you can see, it's Space Invaders. It's kind of got the arcade sounds and everything. Alright, there we go. Let's get that alien. There we go. And there you go. That's, for the most part. You can see backing up. It's weird how this works here. The rewind feature. Play with that all day and you kind of... I don't know. Alright, let's get out of that. Let's hit the menu button. Let's quit that. As you can see, that was just a basic Space Invaders game. Nothing too special. There's 12 games on this plug and play, and it looks like it's like a hodgepodge of games. It just looks like it's kind of a random... I don't know. I don't see a pattern to it. It's just a bunch of random games put together. Here's Burger Time, and of course, I'm a little disappointed with this because it's the 2600 version of Burger Time. As you can see, it's not even the arcade version. I don't know why they chose this. I guess they're wanting different versions of the game which, you know, I don't know why they didn't choose Intellivision or Coleco version. But again, this is the Atari. Looks just like the Atari 2600 version of it. Because you have the, instead of the eggs, it's like supposed to be a block of cheese. Or something. The square. I think it said in the manual. But that flashback that's got the 50 games that I've done in an earlier video had the arcade version, but it didn't have sound to it, so I don't know. It's definitely not a perfect emulated company. ATGames, they don't tend to get the emulation just right. I guess if you're like a casual gamer, you really won't notice it. But yeah, this looks to be the Atari version of Burger Time. Let's see, it's not even the NES version. I mean, they could have did the NES version. It's just weird. It's just, I don't know. It's a strange decision that they used this version. But let's see. Alright, I got one more life. Let me go ahead and see if I can at least beat this level. If not, it's not a big deal. Alright, maybe I can. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and jump on into another game. Let's quit that. Burning Rubber. If that looks familiar, that is, I believe it's Bump and Jump. That's like the Atari. This is the Atari 2600 version. Again with the rounded edges, pixels and stuff like that, what have you. Ah. Which I'd like to get around to playing this version, the 2600, pretty soon. Ah. Oh. Oh. Wow, I'm falling apart here. But there you go. That's Bump and Jump. Well, actually, Burning Rubber. Excuse me. Alright, let's quit that. Alright, Escape It is another game. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if this is like a homebrew game or something like that. Alright. Let's see here. Wow. Interesting. I don't think it should have took that long to load it. Okay. Well. Okay. Let me turn this off. All right, here we go. All right. Having to reset that, as you saw, it would just kept loading. It would not stop loading. I don't know, for whatever reason. Definitely has its problems. This particular flashback. All right, we beat Burning Rubber. We played it. Escape It's another game we're going to try out. Hopefully it will run. Let's see if we can configure this real quick. Alright, now, as you can see, I'm about to play it. Let's see if it'll actually load it. Alright, here we go. Escape It. Alright, see? It shouldn't have took that long to load. Let's go ahead and try a game. As you can see, you're like these little dots trying to get through a maze here to the top. I don't know if this is a homebrew game or what have you. Let's make it to the top. There we go. I mean, it's different. Like I said, it's such an odd hodgepodge of games in this plug and play. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's fun. It'll be okay with 2 players, but again, I don't know if this is like a homebrew type of game or it's pretty simple. All right. Let's get out of that. Let's quit real quick. Alright, escape it. Let's go ahead and try Frontline, which is, again, an Atari 2600 emulated version. Yep. So let's go ahead and try that one. Hit the start button, I believe, or something. There we go. I remember playing this game a lot as a kid, the 2600. I liked it for the most part. But this is not the arcade version. Alright, I think this is like the tank or something. Yeah, there you go. Alright. 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 Frontline. Alright, we're good. Let's go ahead and move on to another game. Alright, Jungle Hunt. And which version do you think this is? You got it. It's the 2600 version. Not the arcade version. If you notice me disappearing on screen there, on the actual game, I'm actually flickering. So again, it's the recording device that's causing this. I'm not disappearing completely. I'm actually flickering. It's due to the frame rate differences. I don't think this flashback is running at 60 frames, but I don't think it's running at 30. I think it's some weird, odd, in-between frame rate. I don't know. But the way I'm recording in 720p, 30 frames a second, so that's why you see me disappearing. But in actuality, I'm just flickering. So nothing to worry about. Alright, here we go. Again, this is Atari 2600 version of it. And again, the D-pad is very loose. It's just like something that would wear out over time. Not crazy about the D-pad. Alright, here we go. Ah. Ah. Alright, now I'm getting stumped here. Usually I can make it. Ah, well, I didn't make it. How about that? Last chance. Wow, there we go. Huh. Usually I'm not this bad at jumping over them. There we go. And if you stop, they'll come back. There you go. Coming right after you. There we go. Keep moving. There we go. Well, made it in the end there. Of course, this game repeats afterwards. There we go. Alright. Lock and Chase. And it is the 2600 version of it. Atari 2600. Although I do like this version. I played it a lot as a kid. It's just... I don't know. Maybe they could have had the Intellivision version of it. I don't know. I mean, that was a good version too. Alright. It's kind of like a little Pac-Man clone. With a little twist. Ah. Ah. Well, if I get these last little gold bars, I'll be good. There we go. Alright, that was Lock and Chase. Miss It is another game. It's... I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is like a homebrew or something. You're this black square there. You have to purposely avoid all the squares that come on screen here. See how long you can do it. Ah, yeah. More and more squares come on the screen, and you kind of have to just see how long you can make it. don't think there's really one place you can like camp out and avoid them. I think they will eventually come to your area. Ah. Oh well. Eh. Pretty simple game. Alright. Polaris. It's odd here that they're let's go ahead and start that. There we go. I guess this is a 2600 version of it. Oh, God, there's a sub. Oh. Oh, wow, so you can't even hit the bottom of the ocean. Wow. How about that? Well, let's try this again. Huh. Alright now. There. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is it's like a one-button game. If it's based off the Atari 2600. Alright. Alright, there you go. Ah, oh well. Well, you get the idea of this game. See if I can make it to level 3. Okay. But anyway, that's Polaris. Alright. Shield Shifter. Okay, let's see what this game's about. Alright, okay. It's kind of like a Space Invaders type of game. Well, not really Space Invaders, but shooting the enemy up there. Gotta break through the blocks. Alright. Alright. Well. There we go. I don't remember much about this game for the 2600 though, surprisingly. Ah. There we go. Shield shifter. You can kind of get an idea of what this game is. Let's quit that. Space Raid. And again, this game is this kind of reminds me of not Nano Chess. Okay, Nano Chess. All right. Okay. It's kind of like a Zaxxon type of inspired game or something. Huh. Interesting. All right, if you see you don't see enemies like spaceships and stuff disappear, it's because of the frame rate. They are flickering on the actual game that I'm playing. With it, like if you see ships disappear or just I'm shooting at things and they blow up out of nowhere, then because of the frame rate. I do get this flickering effect though on the games. Yeah. So that was interesting. Space Raid, like I said, I think this is kind of like a looks like it's something inspired, Zaxxon inspired game or something. It's like a little isometric type of view or something. Moving up and down different level heights and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Like that wall right there you see flickering, it's a little bit more cohesive on the actual game, so it's not like it's hard to see on the actual game. It doesn't show up really well on the video capture. Anyway, that was Space Raid. Alright, we're going to take a look at the final game, Strip Off, whatever this game is. Alright, 2009. Okay. Alright, looks like you're trying to steal or keep the aliens from stealing your blocks in a Space Invaders type of game. Alright. Interesting. Kind of come pretty fast too. Wow. Alright, yeah, they're definitely speeding up here. Pretty challenging type of game. Yeah, there we go. That's... What's that? Is that it? Yep, that's it. Alright, that was... What was that? Strip Off. Okay. So there you go. That's 12 games. A weird collection of games. I don't know. It's like some part of them are homebrew or something that made a lot later, and then some are official Atari games. I don't know. It definitely has its issues. Again, mine came with something loose inside of it, and I've experienced like that was the second time where you saw the game loading. That was the second time that happened to me. It happened to me another time when I was trying to load Space Invaders. So I don't know. This plug and play's got some problems to it. I don't know. Interesting, weird mix of games. So there you go. That's brief gameplays of these 12 games on the Legends Flashback Blast. There you go. So stay tuned. I've got more games to come, more gameplays. So see you next time.